And we find ourselves here again today, making garbage. Now, what is it about humans that love making garbage? What is that thing that creates trash? Is it because when we go to sleep, our brain naturally disposes of things that aren't important, which leads to a subconscious layer of who we are? That leads to a subconscious layer of not only who we are, but also a consistent aspect of our lives. You take the trash out once a week, but during that week, you take something to the trash hundreds of times. Now, is it better to recycle it, or is that just another way of making trash? If we recycled everything, it would still be garbage. We just wouldn't call it recycling. We would throw something away for it to be used again. That's just sweet, sweet efficiency, baby. Sweet, sweet efficiency. You know, I spend hundreds and hundreds of hours digging through the trash, making sure not a single thing goes to waste. I live with 2 roommates, and they don't share the same views as me. I wouldn't say it's really a religion. I would say it's more of a way of life. You spend your time making trash and maxing it out. I'd say trash-wise, I make the most. My goal is to be the biggest carbon footprint on the entire planet. And that's hard competing with some of these big industries. That's why I wish for the downfall of every gigantic corporation. How am I supposed to outpace a company with 1 million employees? They can create trash at an unbelievable rate. And if that's the case, if that's really what it's going to be, are we sure that they should even be allowed to do that? What about guys like me? What about guys like me who want to find a location and fill it with their own personal landfill so that I can measure my exact carbon footprint? And that's why I believe if you pay for utilities, you're getting ripped off. Gas, electricity, it's not trash. Why are you paying for it? You can't throw away gas. You can't throw away electricity either. It's not worth getting. If my rule is, if you can't throw it away, it's not worth having. That's why I spend every single dollar I earn on plastic one-use items. A lot of people will say, well, Lawson, those plastic one-use items, they just add to the world's landfills and they pollute the oceans. Not my trash. My trash goes into my own personal landfill. That trash is for me, nobody else. I've earned that trash. I've worked hard. I've blood, sweat, and tears into all that trash. And I don't just throw something away because it's done. I do my own little form of recycling. What I do is I'll take an item and I'll use it. And then I'll use it as much as I can until it's garbage. It's not usable. And that's where I feel like people, they start to fall behind. They start to lag. The owner of Microsoft, Bill Gates, this is a direct quote. He said this. He said, if you imagine yourself being rich, you won't get there without trash. That's why he makes every product he sells with tons of non-recyclable plastic. And there's nobody out there in the tech industry doing that. If you want to surpass one of these billionaires, you have to match them. You got to look them straight in their eyes. And then you'll be able to tell. You'll be able to tell that people just, they don't act the same. They don't act the same when they know that you have your own personal landfill. Your neighbors start to look at you weird. People start saying, hey, we don't want you here. You know? It's because you are doing better than them. The trash you produce is a direct correlation to your success. If you're not producing trash, you're a trash man yourself. And that's a Lawson direct quote. Just contemplate that for a second. If you're not making trash, you are trash. And I'll dive a little bit deeper into that later. But what's important to understand about that is if you're not creating a byproduct from your existence, you are the byproduct of existing. You're a little NPC. Bet you follow all the rules. Bet you go the speed limit. Don't even get me started on the speed limit. Limit my speed? After I paid for that used vehicle? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're going to limit my speed. Well, why did I pay $3,000 for a minivan with 200,000 miles on it if you get to choose my speed? I've had it. I've had it up to here. I'm sick of this. I'm just sick of it. Everybody always spends all their money. They spend all their money like it's human bones, like everyone's got tons of them. But you only got 206. What are you going to do when you're on your last bone? What bone would you even choose to be your last bone? The correct answer? It's the skull. Think about it. If you can protect your brain, you can be a vegetable that gives top for money. Gummies, teeth or bones. And that's essentially one of the biggest accomplishments of man. Baby teeth. Let me just clarify, it's baby teeth, one of man's greatest accomplishments. That's human trash. Baby teeth are only useful until they're not. Then you throw them mockers out. Then what? Huh? Then what? You can't just sit around all day wishing you had your baby teeth back. You got to move on. You got adult teeth now. You let those adult teeth do the adult things. Now, what if baby teeth and adult teeth weren't the only bones that did that? Now you're getting excited. You're starting to think to yourself, I could have baby foot bones and then adult foot bones? Wouldn't it be good to be able to calculate the exact amount of adult you are based on your percentage of adult bones, based on the ratio of adult bones to baby bones? I know I'd feel happier. I can tell you right now that I'm about 150 bones in to be an adult. I got about 100 bones left, 110 bones left. 56 bones left. You know? It's tough. It's tough out here. Once you're an adult, things change. Not for the better. In fact, things continuously get worse. And maybe I'll just grow up and I'll learn. But things just continuously get bad. And that's a funny way to have things work. I think if I was setting up a government, I would say step number 1, it's for the people. And somewhere along the line, I think we lost that. I think we fell away from being able to comprehend that people are the most important. When there's so many, it's easy to dehumanize somebody or a group. So when we have thousands and millions and billions of people, now it's easy to be like, fuck them. But when there was 8 guys, nobody knew what to do. You guys want to hear my Adam and Eve theory? It wasn't Adam and Eve. There was 8 Adams. The weakest one was bullied into becoming Eve. And some might say, that's fucked up. Some might say, that's cool. Some might say, hey! But other than that, there's not much else to do, you know? There's not much else to be besides the guy. If you're not the guy, you're the smelly guy. And that's all I know about things. I wish I was one of those fish swimming the other direction. And that's real. That's honest. If you feel like you're swimming the opposite direction of all the other fish, consider turning around. Follow the group. You know why everyone joins the bandwagon? Because that's the fucking spot to be. You know? You wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for trends. Think about the stuff you have. Do you follow trends? Do you feel like you adapt your life based on I just lost audio, and that's freaking balls, man. I'm gonna have to do all that. That's tough. There. Just had to figure some stuff out. Technical difficulties. That's tough because we're only, oh geez, oh golly, 1/5 of the way in, and got 4/5 of the way left. So I gotta really indulge in something that maybe people won't understand. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. But that's what's important. Do you think I could spend the rest of this time talking and just not saying anything, just speaking in 100% bullshit for 47 more minutes? Because I'll do it. Oh, I'll do it. You know, I might not know when this comes out, but future me will hate myself more than I hate myself now. That's just how life works. As life continues on the, I'm going to say x-axis, but if I'm wrong, dude, you can't clown me. On the x-axis, life goes forwards. On the y-axis, the hatred towards yourself increases. And that graph works at a diagonal like this. So as you age, and as you grow to hate yourself, diagonal. Rock, paper, scissors. If you win, I'll never do anything ever again. All right, if we couldn't have tied that many times. So if you won, let me know. I'll never do anything ever again. When I was younger, I was afraid of people stomping on the back of my heel. Maybe I heard the story of the Achilles heel. You know, I was worried that maybe. I mean, and it hurts. There's a big old vein there, or artery probably, or something scary. You know, and so to get that stomped on, that's scary. And whenever I'd run in gym class, I was worried that somebody would stomp on my. And it was irrational because it's not like I was getting bullied or nothing. It was really like that. It was really like that. You know, we can't spend all our time doing this, you know? Why did you come here? Why are you listening? Is me being by myself way too much? Are you like, kind of tough to listen to one guy talk the entire time? Because I understand that. I feel that. I don't think I would ever listen to one person talking for an entire hour. What do they keep up in there, you know? But this is just a little insight, a little insight into what it looks like in here. It's a dark space, and it's constant. It never stops. Sometimes I'm just sick of it, Sometimes I'm not sure how much longer I can take. And that's tough because I never want to die. I want to live forever. And I'll do whatever it takes. I found the fountain of youth. I just don't want to go there yet. I know how to stop aging. I'm just not ready. I want to peak. Then I'll stop. Why would you peak before you're complete? Why would you stop aging before you're complete? You'd hate to be stuck as an 8-year-old your whole life. People would be like, hey, you can't buy that booze. Hey, you can't buy those cigarettes. Hey, you can't buy those nudie mags. Peaking is important, but it's just when it happens. But ultimately, is peaking older better? What if you peaked at 14 and you died at 15? I guess just peaking relatively later in your life is probably the dream. Suppose that makes sense. You want to peak later, not earlier. You want to peak once you've done some things, so you feel like you've earned it, so you feel a little hint of success, a little hint of salvation, if you will. Salvation to keep moving forwards, to grab that door handle, to open that door, to walk through that door, to enter the room, to look around, to glance in every direction, decide, make decisions, act on those decisions, come across another decision, act on that decision as well, make choices, make mistakes. One day all your teeth are going to fall out, and you're going to wish, man, I wish I had my teeth. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I have a friend. Anyways, the other day I discovered this pillow that is perfectly square, and they drop a bowling ball in it in the ad. I think that sounds nice, but I feel like they could take that further. I've always thought that some billionaires should pay me to sit in a think tank and just pump out ideas for them. So if somebody were to act on everything I've thought, the world would be something kind of a place. First of all, I'd have bikini ladies. One lady covered head to toe peanut butter, other lady covered head to toe jelly, and I'd have them wrestle on wheat bread. And then after, we would eat the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Some might say, hey, that's not good. I say, let's dare to go where our grandfathers have never gone before. To two ladies covered head to toe in peanut butter and jelly, wrestling on wheat bread. Take a leap. Have faith. Discover something new. Peanut butter, jelly, mix them together. Peanut butter and jelly. Now we're making movements. Now we're moving. Now we're discovering. We're having fun. We're having faith. People aren't dancing anymore. It's because they had in the early the early 90s, they banned dancing on Earth. If you guys didn't get that memo, it's because you don't have the good phone like me. Now, my phone doesn't only pick up regular radio waves on Earth. It also picks up space waves. And now there's a lot to learn from space waves, but with AI, you can decode some of that a little bit easier. You can learn languages that could never be understood before. And so with that AI, with that understanding, there's a lot to develop. That's actually where me and my friends came up with the idea of the peanut butter and jelly ladies wrestling on wheat bread. Is my friend James and John. James and John. Now, you might hear a little bit more about John later. James is a one-off guy. But John, you might know about. Someday you'll know who John is, and ooh, someday we'll talk about John, and you'll know. You'll be able to reference back to this and see, you know? You'll be able to kind of feel it out. Get a little taste for things, you know? Spend a little time discovering life. And with that, there's a lot of other things to find. Would you be a good dad? Are you a dad? Is your kid happy that you're their dad? Are you contemplating something maybe you shouldn't contemplate because I brought it up? How many tongues could you bite off before the blood in your mouth grosses you out? Not your own tongue, someone else's. Could you imagine someone sticking their tongue all the way out and you biting it all the way off? That's gross. That's sick. And you're nasty for thinking about that. I would have never thought about that if it wasn't for you. Pillow fights kind of aged out. I do feel like they made a comeback at some point, but not big. You know what I think needs a comeback? New sports. When did we first make a sport? When did sports turn into entertainment that everybody watched? And why can't we make new ones? Why isn't there new sports popping up? Don't say esports. I'm talking real sports. Real. Sports. I think if you spend money on anything, you're falling behind. Because you should almost always be bartering for any goods. I spend so much time at the grocery store trying to barter for my groceries that they end up giving them to me for free. And I leave the handcrafted table as a tip. Yeah. Every single Aldi employee at my local Aldi has 6 dining room tables. I've been doing this for a while. I've been bartering with tables and handcrafted shelves, couches, chairs, nightstands. I've been doing it all. Just craft a little something. It doesn't have to be good. Take a free pallet, glue it together to another one. Now you got a triangle. Sell it as a loft. Think about it. What does that homeless man sleeping in a cardboard box want? An A-frame sleeping spot. And now you can provide that with 2 free pallets. And now what does he have that you want? Who knows? That's what bartering's all about. There's a little bit of hint of discovery. You know, you could go in looking for something and walk out with something you didn't even know you wanted. That's the best thing about bartering. Is that when you find something, it's magical. You get a hint of happiness in you. You discover something new, something fresh, something that makes you happy. And that's more than a lot of us have. A lot of us, we ain't finna make it. If I can control when the world stops, and I do, are you gonna come sit? Or don't even want to? I still have 35 minutes left. Mm-hmm.
Is Gillespie not about it?
Gillespie and Rods went to my burger.
You boys really love my burger so much.
It's so scrumptious.
Is it still going on right now?
Yep.
So I get the little microphone that will attach to my phone?
You can if you want, or you can just use your regular phone, or you can plug this one in too. You gonna be on a podcast with me? This what happened to the other one I started by myself too. Gillespie came home mid-podcast.
Mid-podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Mid-potty?
Mm-hmm. Mid-potty. That's a good one. Then you just have to open up voice memos, turn on Do Not Disturb so you don't get a bunch of text messages during. And then I'll just sync it all up to the time that you hopped in.
Voice memo?
Yep. It was there.
it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Now you're good. Not just talk into it when you're talking.
Okay.
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 How was your day?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Just worked at the Boo.
Just worked at the Boo.
At the Bowery. It's chalk. Leftover residue.
I was just feeling them because they're nice feels.
Think so?
Yeah.
Got them on sale.
Touching the old dogs.
Oh.
The old working dogs.
The old dogs.
I walked across the highway when I got home to get home from work.
I thought you biked.
Mm-mm.
You walked?
Yeah, Raj drove me to work, so I walked home.
Oh, okay.
But I cut across the highway. Sweet. What an easy way to do it.
Damn.
There's even like a little bit of a walking path across the highway.
I thought that's like where people got smoked.
They did, but only in cars.
Oh, only the cars. Yep, you're right.
But yeah, people did get smoked there.
What?
How freaking nice. That is a good one.
Think so?
Yeah, I'll show it off if I can.
Do you need help getting it on?
Yes.
Okay, I can help you.
It says heard. Little Clippy with your slingers. After this one, do you want to sit upstairs or do you want to maybe watch a movie down here?
You watch a movie down here?
I want to watch Tenacious D. Have you seen that?
No.
It's a Jack Black movie about rock and roll. Yeah, we're watching that. If Gillespie hasn't seen it, he'll like it.
I haven't watched too many of Jack Black's movies, I feel like.
He's funny. Those are crazy little Kit Kats. Little gluten-free Clit Clats.
I'm gonna eat it the crazy style.
The ASMR crunch. I hope that picks up. That'll be nice. Do you like it? Does it feel weird? It's less weird
No, it
when
feels cool.
when there's not. It's like when it's not up on the big screen. When it's just like on the computer, it's just like kind of whatever. But the
It
goal
just
always.
feels like two people talking.
It's a lot weirder when I'm by myself. I was
Yeah.
talking for 25 minutes by myself. Weird. Feels really weird.
Weird.
It's just like I don't feel like I can take a break. You know, where it's like when we're having a conversation, you might pause, then say something, or like I might stop talking, and then you go, and I can like take a break. But when it's just 25 minutes of me.
When it's
straight
just
talking.
you, I suppose it's a lot longer of pauses just by yourself.
I went to see if you texted me, and when I clicked back to the voice memos, it ended the thing, so I had to restart. So I have two audios, just me. I was like really hoping that this one would be really super duper easy to edit. But oh well. Crunchy, crunchy chocolate. Is it so scrumptious?
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 bites of cookie dough for breakfast. I mean for lunch. I mean for dinner.
No, I don't know which one you actually ate.
For dinner, just now. I just had 2 little bites. Cookie dough from the freezer they brought
I
over.
kept seeing ads for Clicklets. Clicklets. So I was like, okay, I need to go buy a gluten-free one. Gluten-freezy.
The gluten freezy. Yeah. I rarely pay attention to my ads. I get ads for like it's always weird to me when I get ads for like old people medicine. It's like I feel like I'm the wrong guy to market that to, but cool. Thank you.
They think you're an old person.
Yeah, or whatever. It's just like medication ads. It's like you should know I never go to the hospital.
They think you're sickly.
They know I'm sickly.
Are you secretly sickly?
Never. Probably.
Dun dun.
Probably get super sickness.
It's from all the vapes.
Yeah, it's probably from 100 vapes.
Do you have a hidden vape somewhere? No.
But there is, Gillespie do. Not hidden, but he has one.
Oh yeah, because didn't he get one of those like box of like
Yeah,
a
he's out
hundred?
of those though.
Really?
Yeah, we keep
Jesus
those.
Christ.
They only last like a day and a half.
Addiction.
Because they're small little guys. They only last like a day and a half.
You know, like the breaking the fourth wall bit
Yeah.
when you like look into the camera.
Yeah.
I like pulling that shit at work where like I'm talking to someone and I just like look off
Make
into
eye
the
contact
distance.
with somebody else. That is a good one.
No, there's this lady at the grocery store that I work at that she'll take her break right around the corner of like the booth that I work at, and she'll like pop around the corner and she'll like throw away her trash and happen to look up, and like we just happen to like like lock eyes at that same moment, and I'm like,
That's pretty funny.
sweet Mary Jesus, I hope I'm saved.
She's just producing a little trash.
She looks like one of those like scary librarian ladies, like the rectangular glasses.
Mine closed out.
I need hot water, please, during the middle of a rush.
It's funny. I suppose it doesn't really apply to you, but the deli food would be so gas if you could eat any of it.
No, like
that was one of the gassiest parts about working there at the grocery store was the deli food on break hits. You just go look at the hot case, grab whatever weird thing they have, eat a quart of it quick. Or
see, like that's the
quart of
thing. Like you go over there to the deli and like, you just look at whatever the label is, like gluten-free, or you just come with like gluten-free bread and like cheese or
I was
something.
gonna say, dude, you should start bringing gluten-free bread or crackers to work, and then
just get
deli
like the
cheese
slice
or like meat or something.
Yeah.
And then just make a little charcuterie board on break or something.
Gucci.
Because then you could be like, can I just get like 2 slices of ham, or like 5 pepperonis, and then like 2 pieces of cheese,
Thick
2 slices of
slices of
And if you
turkey.
could cut them into 4s, you know?
Yeah.
Cut them up, because they probably would, you know, if you're like, hey, I work
If
over
I'm
there,
serving
yeah.
you coffee, like slice me
right.
up some
Slice me up some
salami,
meats and cheeses.
please,
Some greats and greases.
please.
Yeah, I did a podcast with Gillespie, and then I did one with Gillespie and Roger, and then they went to my burger.
My burger.
But yeah, I was editing the last one. I was looking at a little bit of YouTube, and there was a little YouTube short about Tenacious D, and I was like, I should rewatch that movie. That's a nice one. It's a nice little
My
movie.
arm slipped.
It's a nice
On the
little
woodry.
movie. What's the worst thing you've ever done to your parents?
Jumping out of my window and sneaking out late at night.
They felt so betrayed.
They like snuck out after me. They're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, not going out to go smoke weed.
Just my coming of age story. And did you
It
come
was-
of age?
It was the second time I smoked weed. It was with Tess
Don't name
Hanlon.
people. It's okay. Don't name anybody else.
I mean, like,
Nobody sees these, but still just don't
I mean,
publicly out people.
if you are editing it, like,
I'm not going to bleep anything. I would have to watch this whole video in order to do that. We've said
Okay.
really bad stuff. We've said really, really bad stuff.
okay, I'm just gonna say
also
like an
doxed many
imaginary name.
Just don't say anybody's name.
Okay.
Or, yeah, I guess fillers. You went out with people.
I went out with people. I snuck out my window to go meet up with people to smoke weed.
That's nice.
And I lied to my parents and I said that my best friend at the time needed something from me.
Need some help.
Yeah, she needed my homie help.
That'll happen.
And they were like, "I don't believe you." And yeah, they really didn't.
You're like, I'm so guilty.
And then I came back and I was like, "Yeah, I was really guilty."
Came back all stinky.
No.
Smelling like marijuana.
No, I had spray.
Came back smelling like marijuana and spray. Sticking up the whole crib. I'm sending this to your parents.
Direct file
Direct file to your parent. Emailed.
Direct link to.
What if they got rid of email and they made us mail everything again? Paper style.
That'd be fire.
No, it wouldn't. It sucks so bad.
No, I think that'd be really cool.
Honestly, maybe it would be nice. Maybe it would be nice to be able to be like, oh, I sent the letter. It'll be 4 to 5 days. Nothing I can do. I mailed my check.
Well, and then it's going to be a 45 response day back. Oh, and it's the weekend, I guess.
I ordered something from TV. It's going to be a while.
That's life.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Gotta send financial aid over mail.
Financial aid?
Mm-hmm. For me.
For you?
Yep, it'd be so nice. You know what should be allowed? I should be able to apply for, what is it called when you get a discount on college when you apply for it? Scholarship. That's
scholarship.
I should be able to get scholarships and cash them out. They're willing to give me the money. I convinced them to give it to me. What if I decide
But you didn't go to
college?
school.
Yeah, let me just get it for free. You were willing to pay it to me. Why do you have to pay it to the school? Pay it to me.
I think that loses the point of what the scholarship means.
I don't want to.
They would just be handed out to everybody.
Yeah, but only people who earned it. And then I cash it out.
That literally proves the whole point of giving everyone a ribbon.
Yeah, but I don't mean, if I applied and I get the scholarship, but then I decide not to go to school, I get the cash. It's free money that you have to qualify for. Scholarships for life. Whoa, that's a nice one. Do you like scholarships for life?
I don't know.
I had a really good mental health month. I'm gonna apply for the $50 bonus because I've been really happy. I've been go lucky this month. And they're like, hey, love the positive attitude. You tell a little anecdote about your life and how you overcame hardships to be happy this month and all this stuff. And they're like, hey, you really moved us. Here's $50. I said, thank you.
Just 50?
Yep. They're small. I mean, that was just for having a good month. There's other accomplishments and stuff. If you were the world's best flipper, you get big money for that.
World's best
flipper.
flipper.
Just did if you were just completed a triple flip, you get $5K.
God damn.
Would you go for it for $5K?
I mean, shit.
How long do you think you would have to practice to do a triple flip on a trampoline?
On the trampoline?
You just need a bouncy trampoline.
Shit, I gotta convince myself to do the double in the first place, so.
Yeah. How long do you think it'd take you to do the double?
Maybe a good 3 weeks to a month, maybe 2 months.
2 months of flipping.
Maybe more, maybe 3 months.
It's just overcoming the fear.
Yeah.
So scary. The scariest.
It's it's like the muscle memory. Once you get used to doing it again, your body gets used to it.
Let's get used to doing the flippies.
Yep.
So crazy. Did you wear gloves when you did the dishes today?
Yep.
Good. They looked nicer than yesterday's. They looked so broken yesterday. I was so sad.
Yeah, they were falling apart yesterday.
The poor little crunchy schlangers.
The crunch.
Yeah. Do you like my little bracelet? Ching. You know how that other one's kind of big?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking I'd twist it up one time and loop it through this one. Then wear it. Because once I loop it one time, it fits perfect. So I loop it, hook it onto this one, so the loop's hooked onto this one, and then the bracelet fits normal. Double-decker braces.
Double-decker braces.
Yep.
You got big money moves.
Heard.
I showed my coworkers that bracelet, and they were like, "Oh my god, is that from the movie Bear?" And I was like,
"That's from real life, bitch."
I was like, "That's just a chef thing," but I guess you could say so. Yeah.
I got it from working at Cologne House Cafe.
Yeah.
Because there was a guy there who said that's what they say in the kitchen. I was like, okay, I heard.
Yep.
And then we started saying it. Now everybody has heard.
Not everybody be saying heard.
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 Just because I recognize that I hear that. I I
heard
gained
you.
that information.
Heard.
I secured that info.
Heard.
Heard.
Heard like a bird.
That's a nice little jingle. Sometimes I do some light jingling on here. I had one earlier in the last one. And we'll bring it back just because it was something like 100 goblins in the street. 100 goblins wanna suck my feet. 100 goblins can't get enough of the meat.
Wow. That's crazy.
One of the craziest ones you've ever heard.
It's kind of a scary one.
You don't like it? What if I said, 100 fairies in the street. 100 fairies wanna suck my feet. 100 fairies, they eat meat. Nah, is it just as scary?
No, that one's better.
Nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
If you could accomplish only one thing for the rest of your life, what do you think you would pick?
Creativity.
Okay. Not exactly what I was asking, but A for effort. I mean, like, so what do you mean? You accomplish creativity?
Yep.
I like that. That's a nice one. Accomplishing creativity. I think I would accomplish success. Do you like that one?
That is a good one. Have you seen that one video? It's like a interview post COVID. So they're standing like 6 feet apart from each other. And the girl's like, "Oh, how are you?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm successful, thank you."
That's funny. I'm successful, thank you. How are you? Successful? It's like, no, you're not. Imagine you're serving up somebody coffee, and you're like, "Hey, oh, how are you?" And they were like, "Successful. I feel very successful today. I want eight
Extra
shots
hot.
of espresso in a 16-ounce cup." I measured it out. Eight double shots of espresso fit in a 16-ounce cup.
Like without ice or anything? Jesus fuck.
Yeah, I would never. I just did it with
Does
water.
your espresso,
We poured
does
double
it
shots.
bend your cups because it's so hot?
I'm talking about I used a hot cup, but I was also just using water when I did that.
Oh, a hot cup. I see.
But yeah, 16-ounce hot cup.
Hot cup.
We got 12s and 16s. 12s and 16s. I make really pretty latte art, but I don't like drinking hot coffee.
I've been told I make really good foam.
Then you'd be good at making latte art, because good foam is step number one. Whether or not I make a good latte art all depends on if I botch the foam by letting too much air into it. And I know it's not going to turn out great if the pitcher fills up. If I'm for the 16 ounce and the milk starts going all the way to the top, then I'm like, it's going to be bad. You want it to be like silky, because when there's like foam sitting on top of hot milk, it doesn't turn out too great.
No.
Unless you pour it really fast, then you can get some of that foam to go with. Stir it again. Spin it up a little bit, but
Yep. I make a good cappuccino.
just some tips and tricks. Yeah, do you guys make it? How do you guys make it? Is it cappuccino 2 ounces of espresso, 2 ounces of steamed milk, and 2 ounces of foam?
Mhm.
So it's exactly 6 ounces, or equal parts of everything.
Yeah.
So how many
It's like-
espresso shots go in that?
Well, our machines is just like we hit the like small. If it's like a small cup,
Yeah.
we hit the small espresso. If it's like a medium cup, we hit a medium espresso.
Oh,
If it's
I
a
bet that's
large
kinda
cup.
not- Wait, so you guys don't have to press a button and pour an espresso shot, and do you have to do the?
Nope. It's because we're like pouring so many things of
'cause it's such high
espresso.
volume that
Yeah.
that sounds super.
When we
nice.
clean our machines, it's like we pull out this huge grate of like
Nasty
grinds.
grounds,
Yeah.
When I sometimes when it's busy and I'm working by myself, like when there's like a couple people in there ordering a couple of drinks each, it like sometimes I'll be doing so many things at once that I'll like start the espresso shot and then forget that I'm pouring it, and it'll stop pouring water. It's been it'll run for like 48 to 50 seconds, and it'll be overflowed over the shot glass and like leaking and everywhere. But I'm just like, I'm doing something else. I'm making a different drink or something. Well, like, and I'm like, I come back to it, and I'm like, and I usually dump it out and like have to make it over.
Start
But
over.
there's been some times where I've been like, I'm like, dude, it's a mocha. It's gonna taste like chocolate and sugar. It's not gonna taste like coffee. It doesn't matter how they.
I've literally just come to the conclusion that coffee is fucking coffee, and there are bigger problems in the fucking world, and you complaining about how the fact that there wasn't marshmallow in your fucking breve this afternoon.
I don't think I can work in all those places, because if somebody complained to me, I'd be like, you're joking. You're not even being real right now. That's insane. It's like, at the small little place, no one's really said anything, but every time somebody kind of makes some, like little words, I'm like, I'll spit in all your food.
It's like I have to
Or
remind
like
myself
every
to
game.
be like a cat, and like,
Like a cat?
yeah, to be like, be mad for a second and then just like walk away.
Yeah. I don't.
Because like that's what cats do.
I'm pretty unfazed.
They're like,
that's a good way to put
"Ow."
it, but
And then they walk away.
I'm pretty unfazed by customers being mean or dumb, because I don't think of them as real humans.
Like, as NPCs.
Yeah, I just think of them as dumb idiots.
Yeah.
You dumb idiot. You consumer. You're just out here to consume.
Oh, sorry, I don't mean to be high maintenance, but let me get
We get
and
yeah, I know that game. We don't even have that many options, which is nice. Small little shops, I think, are nicer than working at like a big old one.
yeah, I think like working at a cafe is definitely like the way to go.
Yeah.
You know.
Dude, I heard some boys out in Colorado work at a library coffee shop, and I'm like, that's probably so nice.
I would want to go work at like one of the weed cafes.
Dude, working in a cafe that's in something would
Like
be
a
dope.
one of those edible cafes
Yeah.
where they have like little. You just gotta like check their ID and be like, okay, Jeezy, like, don't get too high.
I had an idea back in the day. I wonder if it's happened yet. It's a pizza shop called Take and Baked. When I was working at Papa Murphy's, or maybe I was working at Mac and Tunes, we had this thing. So, like with pizzas, you know how they wrap them in saran wrap? You know,
Yeah.
pull a big sheet of saran wrap out, put the pizza on it, fold it over, fold that thing over, then like do it one more time. And you can like put like promotional little like coupons or baking instructions and stuff in there. We also put a joint that burns for the exact time it takes to cook the pizza.
Oh my god.
So you put the pizza in the oven, then you go spark your joint. Because it's take and bake. It's like Papa Murphy's. You take the pizza home,
Go
put it in
home,
the oven,
take it.
get it cooking. Then you go smoke your joint. Come back to your pizza. It's done at the exact time that the joint's done. Burns out like it's just timed out. It's like 1 gram and whatever equates to it. But then
1.5 or
take and
something.
baked. You know, you're baked. You got pizza that's done. It's a one-stop shop for weed and pizza. That's a good idea. It's a nice idea.
Damn.
I've also been, have you ever heard the idea of Lucy's, like selling Lucy's cigs, individual cigarettes? So selling Lucy's is the thing, and it's illegal. You can't sell individual cigarettes.
Well,
But
yeah.
people do it, and people give them away and stuff too. But the idea of like,
Are you gonna
Lucy
fucking do that?
What?
Are
No,
you-
Lucy, but for weed. So it's like somebody peddling oneies on the street. So they got a way to fastly sanitize oneies. So like, when did you ever test instruments to play in band ever? Like they have you test each instrument to see if you like any of them.
Kinda, sorta.
Like they had you play the trumpet a little, and then if you couldn't make a sound, then you play the saxophone, or then you play a flute.
I played trumpet and then I played clarinet.
So you know how they have that little spray they spray on the mouthpieces to sanitize them?
No.
Well, they have this little spray,
This is the first time hearing of
That
it.
you put on the mouthpieces so that multiple kids can try them.
Oh. So y'all don't get strep? Mono?
But maybe you have
Ooh.
like a little contraption. You drop the one in. You drop the one in, and it cleans it, and then you sell $1 oneies on the street. Would you pay $1 for a oneie on the street?
I don't know.
What if it looked clean? Still don't feel good about it? People would. Do you think people would?
I think the people would.
Do you think if somebody outside of a bar was selling oneies for $1?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, of course they would. But,
You go
like,
outside a popular bar
would
and sell oneies
I
for $1?
myself make
Yeah.
that decision? No.
Yeah, I could see that.
God damn, no.
But yeah, I think loose individual oneie hits.
Because I have a
works.
brain in between these shoulders.
How about this? One-hitter joints. So here's how it works.
So a oneie?
No, but it's disposable.
So a oneie.
Yeah, but listen. So you know those straws?
Listen.
You know the straws that you can like blow through? Or they're not the straws, the popsicle sticks or the sucker sticks that you can like, they're like hollow in the middle.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? They're usually the plastic ones, but I've seen paper ones too. So it's a paper.
But yeah, they're
it's a
usually
paper
plastic.
straw, super tight wrapped. And then at the end, it's just a normal like packed or normal joint, but it's only like this long. So it's just like 2 centimeters worth of paper, normal joint paper, and then a long stick of hard wrapped paper.
I need like a diagram or like a
Yeah, I wish there was something around me that I could help explain it with. But so you have a little straw, you have a teeny little tight wrapped paper straw, and then at the end it cones out into 2 centimeters of joint paper, so it gets wider. So there's a teeny little straw, and then it gets wider, and you pack a little bit of weed in there, roll it up. Then you can sell $1 one-hitters outside the bar.
So a oneie.
Yeah, but it's paper and disposable, and now we don't have to clean them. People just throw them away. At the beginning of this video, while you weren't here, I was talking about how making trash is super important.
Making trash?
I said making trash is directly linked to being successful. Just think about it. Jeffy B and Elon M.
And we're what? Just slowly killing and polluting the planet
Yeah.
day by day.
That's just a nice little joke. A little jokesy.
Oh, okay.
Just a little joke about making trash and how it's so nice and good. That we should all have our own little personal landfills. And the goal should be to make the biggest carbon footprint ever.
Nice.
You know what they say about guys with big carbon footprints? You didn't like that one? I thought that one was good. You didn't like that one? Guys with big carbon footprints instead of guys with big feet? I liked it. Frick you. Alright. I'll move on. Back to other job tomorrow. The Schworst.
The Schworstest.
Only 8 more days left.
To work on Memorial Day?
When's Memorial Day?
Monday.
Yep.
So do I. For
It's a
2.5
Monday's a morning
hours.
day. That's why it's a morning day. You only work for 2.5 hours?
Yeah, how gay is that?
When do you work till? I don't think you're allowed to say that on the internet, but that's on you.
Okay, well, thanks.
You can say whatever you want.
I'm gonna get attacked by the internet now.
You're just gonna have to kiss girls on screen to prove you weren't being mad.
No, I literally drive into work at 7:30 in the morning to leave at 10 a.m.
That sucks to have to do that, but also
I just have to work the a.m. rush.
It's probably gonna go
for
so
Memorial
fast because
Day.
it's gonna be slammed. I worked at the grocery store during holidays, like 4 years. I seen it all. Those days, busy. People, slackers. They're gonna wait till the last minute to get there. Oh, should we do barbecue today? Let's go to the store quick. Run to the store.
Oh, let's go at 7:30 in the fucking morning.
It's gonna be busy. Let's try and go early so
Let's
that we
go when
miss
I
people.
just woke up.
Everybody decides to do this exact same things at the exact same times. Isn't it funny how people move like cattle?
I hate people.
Everybody does. People are the worst. The mic makes you want to stem, huh?
Oh.
You like a little ASMR?
I got
Put it
that.
in your mouth.
I got that other little mic, and I was looking at those like edible crystals online.
Edible crystals?
Yeah.
Bad for your teeth.
No. They make vegan, gluten-free edible crystals.
We can do that at home unless you really, really want to spend $20 on it. We can do it at home, I swear. I've done it before. I swear, Therese. We'll do it right now.
I'm not talking about the rock candy.
Better. Crystal. I swear to you. We can do it at home. We'll do it right after this.
It's okay. We don't have to do it right after this.
I want to.
Oh.
It'll be nice. It's pretty fast to do, and we have all the ingredients. It's sugar, water, and flavor. It's gonna be. Just need a couple more schmeckles, a couple more minutes of words and language. Am I sacrificing quality for quantity? Just yes or no. What do you think?
Yes.
Fuck. That's too bad. So this will probably be the last one I do today, huh? I'll do more tomorrow.
There you go.
I just want 1 million of them.
You'll have some
Little
time.
guys.
You'll have some time after work.
I think these are gonna grow in value as more time goes by.
Yeah.
Like, not to anybody else, but like even just to me. Like, in 10 years, if I stop doing this, being able to go back and like after this one, I'll have 19 hours I can watch of like this point of my life. That's dope. Isn't that kind of cool?
That's pretty dope.
And you can come check out.
Almost a full day.
Yeah, you can come check out 30 minutes of you at this point in your life at any point for the rest of your days. You can be 100 years old and be like, youtube.com/the third place, enter. Then you can watch this. It's episode 19.
Episode 19.
I was trying to get to 20 today, but ran out of time.
On May 22nd.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty bored of doing it too. Gillespie was really losing it. He was like, "We gotta do something fun. I'm falling asleep."
It's like, I don't know. I feel like part of podcasting is like, you gotta figure out like what you want to talk about.
Yeah,
Like,
I used to do
figure
it more.
out like certain topics.
I used to do it more, but now it's like if I just get really heckin' caffeinated, I can just ramble. I mean, I was just doing it for 25 minutes by myself. You know, it takes a little bit of a special kind of artist to do some moves like that. But I move different.
I move different.
It's hard to sit and talk for 25 minutes by yourself.
For 2024.
I'm trying to get to an hour by myself, but people keep coming by, and I love that they do. Because it's a lot easier to do a podcast not by myself. You know? I also think, like, rest in peace the viewers. They gotta watch 25 minutes of just me.
Until they get to.
Yeah, until somebody else pulls up. Because Gillespie came after like 10, 15 minutes, so I think it was exactly 10 minutes. So it's like, that one, there's 10 minutes of me talking before anybody got there. And that's tough. Careful, Trees. I'm going to clip you. I'm making it a little YouTube short. You're going to see me scrolling. Alright, that's it. We'll end it here. That's nice.